going to continue. We are going to ask Rabbi Assayag, the chief rabbi, to say a few words every year. And he's going to talk particularly about specific job to speak about the piyut that we are going to be singing now, Ach Bach Moladati. Rabbi Assayag is going to enlighten us with this piyut and with his Divrei Torah.
It's always a great pleasure to get together. I think this very special occasion that is celebrated always at Magen David, it gives us an opportunity to come down south and visit you and spend some good time. To spend some good time in the singing of Bakashot. Rabbi Lebhar said already the importance and the historical background of the Bakashot. The fact is that song is probably the highest expression that man has, and it shows a completeness of a person when the person can, in order to sing, in order to praise to Kadoch Baruch Hu, the person must use his mind and his heart. It's the one place where the combination comes equally with the same energy to be able to express to Kadoch Baruch Hu what cannot even be done in actions. And we find that the Torah is called the Shira. The Torah, the highest expression of song, is the Torah itself. It's not a name that we would have chosen to give to the Torah. It could be very misused and misunderstood. Torah is a shir, it's a song. It doesn't sound right. How we refer to song, it doesn't seem right. But the Torah calls itself Shira because we have to have the proper definition of Shira. And the proper definition of Shira, perhaps we find it also in these week's Parashat when we see the Malach coming to Yaakob and telling him that it's time for him to say Shira. The moment for which he was created, the Malach was created, came at that time. The highest fulfillment of the Malach was to say that Shira. And there was everything that was going on and everything that was part of the purpose of this Malach had to stop now and go up to say Shira because that is the greatest expression that we have. We put our minds and our hearts, and the people sat through the Shabbatot in the mornings reading these piyutim. First of all, you have to understand, and like Rabbi Lebhar mentioned, these were great Hachamim that wrote this. This was not people that just didn't know anything and they decided to find some music for entertainment and some words. We're talking about Talmidei Hachamim of high caliber that devoted themselves into writing all these piyutim and putting the music to them because of the importance. I always said that even those that came to Bakashot and they didn't understand much of what was said, because, as you will see, they gave me a job tonight to translate a piyut, which is quite difficult to do. The poetry is extensive, but I say, you know, even if they came and they sat there, they listened, they enjoyed the music, and they only said, ah, na, 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 na. That's all they said, yeah, which is the repetition that we say all the time. So some people came, they didn't know what they were saying, but when the time came for na 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 na, yeah, they all, the time came for ya la 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 la, yeah, they all. So I told once up north, I said that these words are not just words that we created to accompany the piyut. They're actually part of the purpose of the piyut. Anana is Anna Hashem. When we say Anna Hashem, yeah, I mean, you know, there could be many other ways that we could find, where we could find to complete the piyut without the why Anna. Anna Hashem, please Hashem, please Hashem. So every Jew that came, even if he didn't understand, as they were saying Anana, they were saying please Hashem. When they were saying Yah Halan, the Yahlan means Kadoch Baruch Hu to us. Kadoch Baruch Hu Yahlan is with us. It wasn't just words that they used for music. yeah, to feel the music. It was part, so even that Jew who came and only said, and he was talking to Kadoch Baruch Hu with those very few words. And that alone was worth his while to come to Bakashot, even if the rest was not explained. Okay, I'm not supposed to make speeches, I'm supposed to translate. I don't know why. You have to ask the organizers. They decided tonight to squeeze in a song here. Yeah, that doesn't belong. But, and I guess they like the song. You know, you'll like it also. It's a song that Rabbi David Buzaglo wrote when he arrived to Eretz Israel after leaving Morocco. And it's page 29. So I don't know, you'll follow with me, I'll try to translate it. Yeah. At least will give us a good insight on who Rabbi David Buzaglo was, because certainly the poetry is of high quality, to say the least. And okay, the music you'll hear also several yeah, there's a few makabim that go together. But it expresses again the soul, the connection of the soul and the mind of a person in these moments. So ach bach molati, yeah, that's the name of the song. Only in you, my homeland. Yeah, ach bach molati, amati, I stood. Chayta nafshi biglalech, my soul lives for you. Mi beit kelaim, from the house of Kelaim, it's a jail, yeah. Chaim of oppression. Korali deror benimlech. When I stand at your port, it calls out freedom for me. Right? So here he's coming from Morocco, yeah, and he's arrived to Eretz Israel, and he sees himself in the homeland, yeah, and immediately upon arriving to the port, he already feels the sense of that freedom. Mador leshichni kirtzoni, a place of dwelling as I wished. Mador leshichni. Nitan li tachat tzir lech. It has been given to me under your shadow, which means now I'm coming to Eretz Israel and I find a place where I can live as I truly want to live. A place where you can keep Torah, mitzvot, with all the freedom. Yeah, it was given to me under your shadow. Toshav toch rivtzi, so artzi. Yeah, so Toshav toch rivtzi, I'm an inhabitant, a citizen among my flock. Zoartzi, this is my land. Al af lo chasi, despite he who oppresses me. All portzi vechumsi, ashlich ne'ali be'agli. It says, all portzi, the yoke of he who breaches me, and vechumsi, and attack and steals from me. Ashlich na'ali, this is, he took it from the pasuk in Tehillim, Moav sir rachzi, ashlich na'ali. This is where he took these last words, which means I will throw my cuffs, a head cuff is called a na'al. Yeah, that's what it means here. Ashlich na'ali, yeah, be'agrim sir rachzi, and I will throw at him the pot, my wash pot, where he washes himself, which means I'm going to attack my enemy, I'm going to be able to destroy the enemy. Zar lo yetameh gebulech. A stranger will not come to make your land impure. Kol umat sheba ken yelech. In the same form that he comes, so he will leave. Ki malach al kol goalech. Because your Savior is he who is the king above all. Mikav gozelech, from the hands of he who wants to steal from you. Hu yatzilech, he will save you. Vekiseh kavod yamchilech, and he will make you inherit a throne of honor. This is the first part of him speaking about Eretz Israel and the promise that he has in his mind, the faith that he has that he's going to be saved, and the enemies will be destroyed, and they will never be able to come back again to impurify the land. It seems that the next part is the land speaking to him. Ba'olech beni har'eni. Show me your actions, my son. Ahavat panim le'imam, the love of children to their mother, the motherland. Yeah. Lahem kol yekar lo yikar. To them, anything which is of value, is not expensive. That means they're ready to give everything that they have. Afach halayla or yomam. They can turn the nights into days. When he who engendered them calls upon them, that's a Kadoch Baruch Hu, then the bread of the slice of their bread will be sweet to them. Kum, the land tells him, get up, shoot be'adim, go travel through the cities, ukfarim, the towns, bayamim, uneharim, the oceans, the rivers, mishorim, the plains, imarim, the mountains, mizrach, u'ma'arav, east and west, v'tatzpin, v'tadrim, and go up north and go down south. Kan shafu banai damam, the land tells them, this is where my children spilled their blood. V'kan kanu et olamam, in this land that they spilled the blood, there, that's where they inherited the world. Lahem ulchomeh halomam, for them and for those that have the same dream. Bnei amam asher imam, the people of Am Yisrael that are together, Doreshei tovatam u'shlomam, that always seek their good and their peace. Okay. Just a small example. Some is too long.